And then lastly, what are you hearing about the first week plus of Rodgers being with the Steelers full time in the playbook, communicating fully with the coaching staff as the starting quarterback, how it's going to work, whether he's into the offense is into him, all that business. What are you hearing first blush,
It's
Tom?
been really good in the building so far in the way that Aaron has treated people, the way that he's gone about his business, getting to know his teammates. He's been good to be around, which that's what the Jets, that was always the word out of the Jets too, was like nobody disliked this guy. Now, obviously things went sideways with the owner, among others, as time went on. But in terms of like his teammates, like people liked Aaron in New York. There was a bad taste in his mouth from the Jets experience. He now has the chance to wash that out in Pittsburgh. He's clearly motivated. He said himself, this is one for his soul. Everything I've heard is that, behind the scenes, he's been good. And on the field, he can still snap it. You see it even in those little snippets of warmups where, that arm action, that arm twitch that he's always had, that's still there. Can he move around? Can he go in and out of the pocket, extend plays the same way? No. I mean, at this stage of his career, he's 41 years old. He's not going to do that. But, the guy that they saw, even in very limited mini camp reps, that's the guy they're hoping that they have. You just have to, cross your fingers that for the first time in a number of years, Aaron's going to avoid being really banged up in the early portion of the season, which he's going to be able to address by getting the football out of his hands. And then is he going to be able to sustain that, not for 2 practices in June, but through the entire July, August, the entire regular season, and they hope into the playoffs? There's not a lot of precedent for that. There's not a lot of precedent for quarterbacks outside of Tom Brady to play at a high level beyond age 40 and play full seasons and stay healthy and stay on the field. And obviously Brady's a really rare case. Aaron just, he's saying the right things. He's doing the right things so far in the building. When it comes right down to it, Rich, he's going to be fighting against 20 plus years of his own instincts of holding the ball and waiting for something and checking the play and throwing on the designed run play. There's some of that he's going to have to take out of his toolbox, frankly, in order for him to stay healthy and avoid those hits that accumulated. But he's got a better offensive line. You can certainly argue that he has the opportunity to have as good of a supporting cast in terms of the skill position weapons than the one that he had with the Jets. And you're just hoping that everything kind of, it's the perfect storm and this guy's able to stay on the field.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.